possibly never before seen ghost apple phenomenon stuns the world. You walk out across the frozen ground, your boots crunching on the snow as you approach the orchard. The snow-dusted trees seem ominously dark compared to the rest of the landscape. You slowly enter the grove of trees and see the transparent, ethereal fruit hanging from the tree branches before you reach out to pluck the clear fruit. It may sound like something from a children's cartoon or perhaps something from a role-playing game, but that's exactly what happened to Adam Sitzema of West Michigan when he recently discovered ghost apples hanging from his trees. While pruning his trees, Adam Sitzema came across this spectacular yet unexplained phenomenon. Most of the apples fell to the ground, but some of these clear apples remain. No one could truly explain what happened, though Andrew has a theory. Andrew, who studied horticulture, thinks that it could possibly have happened after some icy rainfall. The apples were encased in ice. The apples, a type known as Jonah's Gold, are very resistant to cold temperatures, even sub-zero temperatures. This would mean that the apple remained fine while the casing was frozen solid. During slightly warmer temperatures, some of the casing may have melted and soaked into the apple, letting it turn to mush. During the pruning, the tree shook, letting the mush pour out of the bottom of the apple. Andrew admits that he's never seen anything like that and assumes that's while it's possible that it has, other pruners may simply be too busy to notice the hanging apple molds. These empty, icy Jonah's Gold molds led to Andrew nicknaming them Jonah's Ghosts. A possible explanation may have been given by a retired University of Illinois fruit and vegetable horticulturist, William Shoemaker. Shoemaker pointed out that during the period when these photos were taken, there had been a recent polar vortex. The apples could have been left over from the harvest. Besides being somewhat mummified, they could also be rotten, Shoemaker explains. It happens with a lot of apples left on the tree. They maintain their form, but their substance gets closer to applesauce. If an apple's temperature drops to -18 degrees Celsius, which is about 0 degrees Fahrenheit, or below, then the entire structure inside the apple could collapse, turning it to a very fluid mush, making Andrew's theory plausible. As to why the apples wouldn't freeze solid during such temperatures, Shoemaker points out the high acid content of an apple would prevent it from freezing except at incredibly low temperatures. It's certainly unique, but I would guess it's happened before, he said when he was asked if it might have happened before, and added, but it probably never had exposure to a journalist before.